Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Starting off on Local 4 News at 5 here with the radar. Storm Tracker 4 watching some rain moving through the evening commute. And obviously we started the day with rain and a few storms. It looks like we might end it that way.
That's right. So let's get over to Andrew to track where this wet weather is headed. The timing isn't great here, Andrew.
Well, Kimberly and Jason, they're happening during the heart of this afternoon's commute. Now, fortunately, they are not as heavy as what happened earlier this morning. And fortunately, no thunderstorms, but lightning tracker is on. So if there is any lightning, I'll be able to get it for you. But for right now, we still have at least some light to moderate shower activity right here in Wayne County. You can see that here on the southwest side of the city down toward Melvindale, also Ecorse. A few more showers that are a little bit farther north. You can see they're much more widely scattered and a bit lighter from Sterling Heights into Clawson, and a few more south and west of the city, but are affecting areas out toward Ann Arbor and also down in our south zone, including Lenawee and Monroe counties. So streets are a bit wet, so you still want to take precautions before heading out. Always be careful when you come across any slick spots, but factor on at least a little extra time getting from point A to point B. Currently, we've got 63 degrees, rather warm to mild across the region with a healthy wind out of the southwest at around 17 miles per hour. 60s in your neighborhood, too. All the way up in Sandusky, always got you covered up north with 66 degrees there, 60 cooler degrees where it's raining over in Ann Arbor. And it cools off tonight with the showers that remain scattered but move away by 10, 11 o'clock tonight. Temps in the 50s before midnight. We'll talk about chillier weather for tonight and the threat of more shower and thunderstorm activity this week coming up.
Okay, Andrew, thank you. Our other top story tonight, a school bus driver charged in connection with the death of a 13-year-old boy who was hit and killed crossing the street. That bus driver facing charges because police say she didn't activate the warning lights and stop sign as he crossed the street.
That's when Zaire Harris was hit by an oncoming car. Near the intersection of Healy and Nevada on Detroit's east side is where it happened. Priya Mann, they're live tonight. And Priya, we've learned that's just steps away from his house.
Yeah, that's right, Jason and Kim. Just a heartbreaking story, and adding to the tragedy, Zaire's younger sister witnessed the entire crash. Now, police say that bus driver stopped in the middle of the road, did not activate her lights or that stop sign. Family members say usually school bus drivers will stop on the side of the street that's closer to this apartment complex, or sometimes even drive right up to the door. Zaire died 4 days after being hit, and as you mentioned, he lives just a few doors away from where this happened.
I don't know what to say, Micah. She missed him.
Cassandra Jones broke down as she talked about her 13-year-old son who was hit by a car moments after he got off a school bus.
The pain don't describe how much we're going to miss Zaire. Nothing can describe how much we're going to always remember him.
Zaire Harris was killed after school on Wednesday, less than 50 yards from the family's front door.
All this could have been prevented if she would have just did one turn and brought him straight right here.
Police say the school bus driver did not activate the stoplights and stop signs so Harris could cross safely. After being hit, prosecutors say the bus driver took off.
What was she thinking?
The school bus driver works for ABC Bus Company on Detroit's west side. Local 4 reached out, but the owner did not want to comment.
Something definitely needs to be done about that, as far as that whole transportation company.
Deborah White was driving the school bus. She's been charged with second-degree child abuse and failure to stop.
I'm glad she got what she deserved.
On Sunday, loved ones held a memorial for the 13-year-old who was remembered for his impeccable memory and as a talented singer and dancer.
It was beautiful yesterday. It was so many people out here. We had so many people. Everybody came and showed love for Zaire.
This heartbroken family is also rallying around Zaire's 12-year-old sister. She was waiting outside for her big brother and witnessed the horrific crash.
She didn't even see the car. He was flying so fast. She think it's her fault. But it's not her fault. It's the bus driver's fault.
Yeah, and they say that his 12-year-old sister is not doing well. As you can see behind me, there's a lot of kids who live in this neighborhood and who play around here. There's certainly a lot of grief tonight. Zaire died 4 days after he was hit. That driver was charged before he passed away. Prosecutors are now reviewing those charges. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
It's just heartbreaking all around. Priya, if you mentioned this, I apologize, but the driver who actually hit Zaire, are there any charges there, any arrests made in that part of this?
Well, I did speak to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Right now, police are still investigating. They haven't submitted their evidence yet to the prosecutor's office. As soon as that happens, that driver could be charged. Of course, we'll continue to follow this story. Send it back to you.
Yeah. All right, Priya. We appreciate it. Tonight, the U.S. Marshals want you to be on the lookout for a suspected child rapist with ties to several cities in Metro Detroit.
Investigators say 31-year-old Kevin Bailey raped a young girl for years. They say he would threaten physical violence or harm to her family if she told anybody about the abuse. Bailey has ties to Detroit, Ypsilanti, and Ann Arbor. If you know where he is, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP or call the Marshals directly. We have information on the homepage of clickondetroit.com. A man in Hamtramck is found dead at the city's recycling center, and police hope you can help them figure out who he is and how he ended up there. His body was found Saturday at the recycling center off Conant and Hamtramck Drive. He's between the ages of 45 and 60. He was wearing a black and red jacket with matching pants. Police don't know how he died, how long he was there, or where he lives. If you know anything, call police.
President Biden unveiling new steps to reduce gun violence. The president focusing on ghost guns, firearms kits that can be assembled, even 3D printed at home.
Right. So the new measures come as the administration faces growing pressure to crack down on violent crime and gun deaths on the rise around the country. Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
Good evening. President Biden campaigned on promises of tightening gun laws, but has been unable to force major change through the deeply divided Congress. Gun control advocates now ramping up the pressure ahead of the midterm elections. At least 2 people killed, 10 injured at an Iowa nightclub. At a party in suburban Chicago, at least 1 killed, several injured. And near a New York high school, 3 teenagers shot, 1 fatally. That's just part of the toll of one weekend's gun violence in America. President Biden today rolling out new steps to curb a pandemic-era surge in fatal shootings. The president zeroing in on ghost guns, kits that can be assembled at home with no serial numbers to trace and no background check required. Police in several major cities increasingly finding them at crime scenes.
These guns are weapons of choice for many criminals. We're going to do everything we can to deprive them of that choice.
The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office today announcing charges against one man accused of making ghost gun parts with a 3D printer.
This is a terrible threat to public safety, not just this one person, but the reality that this can be replicated.
With deep-seated divisions blocking gun control legislation in Congress, President Biden is relying on more executive action, now classifying ghost gun kits as firearms, meaning they will require licensing, serial numbers, and background checks.
All of a sudden, it's no longer a ghost. It has a return address. It's going to help save lives.
The president also announcing a long-awaited nominee, Steve Dettelbach, to head the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, looking to strengthen the federal agency that enforces gun laws and give them new tools to get illegal weapons off the streets. President Biden also promising to go after rogue gun dealers, pointing to his new budget proposal that increases funding for police and announcing that anyone who commits a crime with a ghost gun will now face federal as well as state and local charges. In Washington, Alice Barr, Local 4.
Okay, Alice, thank you. And today's announcement comes nearly 1 year to the day the administration announced the proposed rule on ghost guns.
It was almost 2 years ago when the Sanford and Edenville dams in Midland County failed, essentially draining 4 lakes. But today, as the state toured the dams that are currently under reconstruction, hope remains strong that people on Smallwood, Secord, Wixom, and Sanford lakes will one day have their lakefront property again.
Midland County's recovery is Michigan's recovery.
Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist leading a tour of the Sanford Dam area, updating the progress thanks to the $200 million federal funding that he calls once in a generation.
The amount of resources that are available to communities like this to invest in and strengthen our infrastructure is unprecedented, and I don't know that we'll ever see it again in our lifetimes.
Our goal at all of the dams is to be able to pass the 100-year storm, which is kind of the regulated storm.
Adam Heinrich is the construction manager on the 4 Lakes Task Force. The team is working on the northern lakes first, Secord and Smallwood, and working back towards Sanford.
Now here at Sanford, you can see where the water reached the embankment and it's going around the spillway structure itself. Our job is to get the river going back on its correct path and rebuild the earthen embankment to contain the water.
The lieutenant governor wouldn't commit to a timeline, but Heinrich says the goal is to have the first 2 lakes back to normal by the spring of 2024. And getting all the lakes back is the only option for locals.
Yes, people want their lakes back, and yes, we're planning on them coming back. So in the meantime, we're rebuilding the municipality, the business, the residents, and so we're ready for the water to be back.
In addition to that $200 million, another $40 million is available for general dam safety for dams all over Michigan.